Welcome to our second video lesson in Personalize the Academy. So I'm Dave Edelman, and in our last session, we gave an introduction to personalization, defining personalization, telling the story of how I bought solar panels and why that was such a remarkable experience, and then dove into the 5 promises of personalization, the 5 elements that define what a strategy for personalization needs to consider. I also gave some homework to think through 3 examples of brands that are using personalization to change the nature of their relationship with you in such a way that you are building preferences for those brands because of how they are using customer information to deliver value to you. I'd love to hear some more in the community about examples, why they're working, some of the stuff that you're doing, and we'll share more of those in the community over time. Now for this lesson, I want to dig in a little into what is coming together now from an AI perspective to enable personalization. We'll come back to the 5 promises more in later videos, but let's build some ground foundation about why this is possible. So we have to start with understanding that AI is all about the data. AI needs to be fed, it needs to be maintained, and it needs feeders in to bring that information in and supply lines out in order to power the interactions and experiences that you're having with customers. I generally think that there are 4 things that AI is enabling now that allow us to do much more with personalization. The first is AI enables us to create new information about customers, and it allows us to integrate information that we have about customers way more easily than before. Let me explain. First, in terms of creating new information, AI can take things like verbal interactions that you have in a call center. For example, there's a company called DataOrb that creates essentially digitized transcripts of interactions that customers have with reps. There's an enormous number of things you can do with that. You could understand trends about what people are asking about. You can actually get hot alerts about certain issues that are peaking. You could look at the different reps and actually analyze how they're handling different types of calls. Are they resolving service issues? Are they more effective in terms of their selling? But you can also create data about the customers who are calling in. What are they calling about? What is their tone in dealing with you? Are their issues resolved? Is there something about what they're trying to do that indicates how they're using your product, what they would want to be able to do, where they may be struggling, where there could be opportunities? All of that can start to become data that populates your files about a customer. And AI now can create more of that data. In healthcare, we're going to see more and more instrumentation of various devices that people are going to use at home to keep track of different aspects of their health. And all of that instrumentation, all of those IoT, Internet of Things, is going to come together in terms of streams of data that AI can interpret and say these values are high, these values are low, different aspects of understanding that stream of data coming from the Internet of Things and turning it into something that's useful descriptors, useful triggers about an individual. So AI can create new forms of data besides the general data that you create every day through your interactions with customers. AI can also now integrate data more easily. With Gen AI capabilities, for example, there are tools such as one from a company called Narrative. And Narrative.ai has a tool called Rosetta that will examine one data file, understand its schema, look at a second data file, understand that schema, and write the code to combine those. And you can use that to take the two data sets and combine them and bring them into some type of customer data platform, a Snowflake platform, or others like that, a data lake, different kinds of repositories. But you can now bring that data in dramatically more easily than you ever could have done before. And for most companies, information about a customer is scattered all over the place. It's in marketing, it's in billing, it's in product use data, it's in call center data. And all of that, if it came together to provide a much richer view of the whole customer's context, could be dramatically more powerful. So AI can create and integrate data. So actually provide the feeding of data into an AI system. The second thing that AI can do is analyze, interpret, and build predictions off of that data. It can spot anomalies, it can spot patterns, it can drive triggers, alerts, it can start to look at things that are out of the ordinary, and it can uncover things that you may not have noticed before. So for example,